Hello, this is Jessica McKay with your Spirit Guide reading for August. If you're watching this video, then know that in some way or another, these messages are for you. So the first card that came up, and I'm using John Holland's Psychic Tarot, is Suffering in Silence. This card embodies the energy of, my life has always been a certain way and it probably always will be. I've never had enough money, and I probably never will. I've always looked for love, and I always end up getting hurt. Nobody sees me, nobody really hears me, and nobody understands me, and so I just need to go through life bearing this burden all by myself. And the message that I'm hearing from your spirit guides is that this is just one way that you've been perceiving your life at different times. And that it's not the truth of you, it's not the truth of who you are, it's not the truth of your life. And even though it can feel that way, and it can feel like things are not changing, it can feel like you've tried so many different things in order to get from point A to point B, and you're still feeling like you're alone with that, your guides want you to know that first of all, you're not alone. And second of all, there are always new ways of looking at your life. There are new ways of seeing, and you've been caught in one way of seeing. And what really strikes me about this card is that the woman in the card is looking out into the distance. She's looking at the sun beyond the mountains. And the message that I'm hearing with that is that there are new horizons always waiting for you. And your guides encourage you to meet those possibilities with a sense of hope and a sense of optimism. And that does take courage. It takes courage to keep trying when you've been disappointed in the past. And your guides know that. And I also get the sense when I look at this card, like you see how she's holding that walking stick for, it looks like a really long time. I get the sense that she's about to just lay that burden down. I feel like it represents those thoughts and those beliefs about yourself, that your struggles are always going to be there, and people are people, and you'll never get the support you need, those kinds of stories. I feel like the person in this card is about to lay that down and just move towards those mountains and move towards the light. And that's the opportunity that's presenting itself to you this month. And that's an opportunity that's always there. It's always there for you. And the second message that comes up, and it's very much in alignment with that first message, is awareness. This card is about waking up and seeing that you aren't powerless, that you have access to resources that maybe you didn't even realize you had before. So this is about feeling powerless, and then this card is about the total opposite, feeling totally empowered. And the fact that this card came up right after the other one, to me, says that this is the direction that you are moving in. And you see that light, that beautiful light on top of his head, that is the crown chakra. And so when your crown chakra is activated, you're able to download guidance. You're able to connect with your higher self, and you're able to connect with wisdom that says, you know, this relationship or this job doesn't really resonate with who I am anymore. And I'm going to start doing things that honors me, that honors my health and well-being. And so I see you being able to make more and more decisions and choices like that have the power to totally change your life. And this doesn't have to be anything earth-shattering or crazy, like where you end a 20-year marriage, although it could. But this can be something subtle. This can be deciding that Before you go into work every day, you're going to stand in the sun for just 3 minutes, and you're going to close your eyes, and you're just going to have that time for yourself, even if it makes you late by 3 minutes to get to your job. This is about putting yourself first. And so those are the little kinds of changes that that your guides are talking about here when it comes to seeing new possibilities and getting the guidance to really care for yourself and do good things for yourself. And the third card that comes up is intuition. And what really strikes me about this card is you see that large door behind her with that giant knocker on it. I almost get the sense that you're going to start having awarenesses and realizations and discovering things, knowledge that you've held within that you haven't previously had access to before. So you're going to start having epiphanies about what feels right to you and about things that you've known for a long time but never really acknowledged to yourself. And I'm getting that this could be about relationships that you're in with family, where you say, you know, I'm realizing that this person in my life has certain needs that I really just can't fulfill, and it's in my best interest to pull back from that now. This is where you're having awarenesses even about what feels good to your body in terms of your diet and your health and well-being. This is where you start to really hear messages coming from within that you haven't had access to before. And that is what is so beautiful about this card, is this is that door opening for you, and then this is you really hearing and following that guidance. So I'm really excited for those changes that are going to be happening for you, and I hope that these messages have served you, and I will see you next month.